Hello everyone, it's Becca from BEKAHBOOKSANDBUJO, and in today's video we are seeing how much I actually read in a week with a newborn. The newest member of our family, Sylvia June, is almost 3 weeks old, and I thought it would be fun to see how much I actually read with a newborn. I'm home all day on maternity leave, and my older two kiddos are at school and daycare, and so it's just me and Sylvia hanging out at home. And you'd think I could read a lot, but so many other things are going on, and so we'll see what I actually get read this week. I'm in the middle of one book and need to start an audiobook. So my physical read right now is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I decided to reread this series before I read Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the newest in the Hunger Games saga. I am on page 195 of The Hunger Games so far, and loving my time with it as I did so many years ago when I first read it. And then as for audiobook, next up on my Libby Holds, where is my phone? It was hiding. Next up on my Libby Holds is Top Story by Kelly Yang. This is book number 4, I want to say, in the Front Desk series, which is a middle grade series about a young girl named Mia and her family who run a hotel in Anaheim, California. And they are originally from China. So that's a short little audiobook, and I should be able to listen to it fairly quickly, but we'll see. Again, I find when I could be listening to something, especially when I'm feeding Sylvia, I am watching something instead, either on YouTube or a TV show that I'm catching up on. So we'll see if maybe this video project will help me read a little bit more or listen more than watching something, so that I can tell you that I read more. It's Monday and I don't have much going on today. Like I said, Sylvia and I are home for the day. The kiddos will come home and we'll probably just spend time outside. It's a gorgeous day in Minnesota. I think there's a high of 82, so it actually will be pretty hot in the sun, but we've got some nice shade outside, so we'll probably spend some time outside, and we'll see if I can read at all today or not.
Too hard for my soul. Again matters which words lead us home, when the end will not reveal its face. I guess I will rest in palms of grace. Am I lost or found, or am I just here waiting around until someone comes and tells me it's okay to move, and I'll take another step toward you. Tastes like wine.
Good morning, happy Tuesday. It was a pretty good reading day yesterday, I would say. I probably didn't read as much as I could, but I definitely read. I got to page 260 in the Hunger Games, so that's 65 pages read in this one, and I got 83% of the way through Top Story during the middle of the night. Instead of turning on a YouTube video or listening to a podcast, I turned on Top Story and listened to it. I think I stayed awake most of the time. It's really hard with middle of the night feeds to, stay coherent because you are waking up after some pretty deep sleep, I would say. So you should have seen like a end of the day card of how many pages I actually read on Monday. And now today is Tuesday. I am trying to kind of clean up a little bit. I did a lot of laundry yesterday, and now the laundry needs to be put away. So that's on the docket this morning. Sylvia is taking a little swing in her swing, and I am just going to work on our room a little bit. I'm very good at putting away my clothes. Sorry to my husband, I'm outing him, but he does not. So I am going to make it as easy as possible for him and put them in piles as to where they go. And maybe I'll even put them away. I don't know how he fits all of his clothes in our closet and dresser, but maybe I will put them away myself because I'm getting sick of having clothes in baskets on our floor. So that's it for now. It's another beautiful day in Minnesota, and I think I might try to get out and walk. It is a goal of mine in May to move my body for 20 minutes a day, and I really haven't done that super well. So I am maybe going to get out and go on a little walk with Sylvia, maybe the dogs if I'm feeling brave. And what else? I need to put out some dinner for tonight. My parents are wonderful and gave us a bunch of frozen meals for this newborn time, and so I think we will do chicken tacos tonight. But yeah, that's really it on the docket for today. So I would love to finish The Hunger Games if I could. How many pages are in here? Oh, 260 or 360, 370. So I'd have to read 110 pages. Not sure if that's gonna happen, but it is getting exciting. We're at part 3, which is called The Victor. So we're getting toward the end of the games where somebody will win. If you don't know The Hunger Games, you must be under a rock. But yes, this one is really fun to revisit, and I'm just excited to build toward reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Top Story is kind of boring. In this one, Mia is going to like a writing camp through the Tribune, which I think that's in San Francisco. She's also learning a lot about like the Chinese Exclusionary Act, I think that's what it's called, where Chinese people were not welcomed into the United States. And she's learning about internment camps for Japanese people during World War II, and doing a lot of learning about the past of Asian people in the United States. And so that I think is really important, especially for middle graders who maybe don't know that history of our country. But it's just a little slow, and I have honestly thought to myself that I might be done with this series after Top Story. There is another book coming out, I think something about a chef, but I think I just might be done. And if I ever do go back to it, great, but I don't think I want to keep it on my list of series to complete. So I don't know, those are my thoughts on the books that I'm reading so far. After Top Story today, I think I'll go to the next book that's due on my Libby app, which is, let me tell you, due in 7 days is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I'm excited for that one. So that'll probably be my next audiobook. All right. Okay. I'm going to go put some clothes away. Really fun. But I will be listening to Top Story while I do that.
What's this condition? Some conviction, it's hard to tell. Call it affliction or addiction, some call it hell. You said there's something worth having.
Hello, hello. Same spot, different day. It is Wednesday now. It's really hard to keep track of days when you're just home with a baby. But here we are, Wednesday morning, and you would have seen what I accomplished yesterday, but I did finish up Top Story, and I read quite a bit in The Hunger Games. Now I'm on page 324, which we are at the end. Like, the final battle scene is about to happen, and I guess I still have 50 pages left to read, but it'll go by super fast because it's a fun and exciting read. I also started Crazy Rich Asians yesterday. I haven't fully figured out exactly where I am in the physical book because I'm listening. I got to, where am I? 27% of the way through. It says I'm in chapter 16. Let's see where that is in the book. I was able to do some great listening while I did laundry, cleaned up the house a little bit yesterday, and then I also listened overnight last night. Although, you guys, Sylvia gave me a 4.5 hour stretch of sleep last night, which is really, really great. At her 2-week appointment, we did get the okay to like not wake her up after 3 hours because she's gaining weight and doing really well. So I didn't set an alarm, and I went to bed at probably 10 last night, and she didn't wake me up until 4. She had been sleeping, or I'm sorry, until 2. That's 4 hours. I'm just doing all this math in my head. She had gone to sleep a little bit before then, but I fell asleep around 10 and she woke me up at 4. At 2, ugh, mom brain. So I got 4 hours of sleep in a row, which I don't think I've gotten since she's been born. And maybe even before then, because I wasn't sleeping great when I was 40 weeks pregnant. Anyway, I figured out my spot. After all of that rambling, I am 138 pages into this, which again, you would have seen in the little card I'm doing. But my brain can't process the editing of this while talking to you. Wow, you don't need to know all of this. Anyway, it's Wednesday. My brain is a mess because of this newborn, but there are also some things going on in our personal life, which I will share soon. But just, yeah, a lot going on in my brain, which is making me feel a little scattered, and there's just lots to do. So maybe this, how much I realistically read in a week, isn't a great week to do it because there's other things on my to-do lists, but it's gonna be real. So today I am needing to clean up more of the house because with 3 children, it's never ending. Hi, baby. Oh my gosh, you gotta see her. She's just so dang cute. Say hello. Hello. She's zoned out. Are you zoned? Anyway, yes, lots to do. That's it. We'll see if I can listen to some audiobook while I'm cleaning, but otherwise I might not get much reading done. She's a great baby. I love her so much, but she wants to be held during the day, and so it's a little tricky getting the things done that I need to because she just wants to be held and cuddled, and then I could just sit and read or, you know, do sitting things. I could put her in the carrier and get things done, but you know, I'm picking and choosing what I need for myself right now. Anyway, that's all the rambling done. I will maybe take some footage of today, but otherwise we'll talk either later tonight or tomorrow. Hello. So it's actually Friday night. Last time I chatted with you was Wednesday. You would have seen how much I read on Wednesday. And Thursday was a total bust. My parents ended up coming down and hanging out for the day. They helped me get some things done around the house, and we hung out with Sylvia, and so I didn't read a thing on Thursday. So we're gonna kind of exclude that from this week, and we'll go into Saturday a little bit. Today, Friday, I had to run some errands up to the cities, and I got a little bit of listening done in Crazy Rich Asians. I'm enjoying this one. I'm already like 75% of the way through just because I listen quickly to audiobooks. But this one is fun. It's about Rachel and Nick. They are a couple. Nick is from this very rich family from Singapore, and he hasn't really told Rachel about his family's you know, wealth. But she goes to Singapore with him for the summer for a family wedding and realizes how rich he is, and it's just her kind of getting used to his lifestyle, and it's fun. Uh-oh, baby Sylvia isn't very happy. I think she needs to burp. Anyway, so I'm 75% of the way through that, and tonight before bed I'm gonna read as much Catching Fire as I can. I'm only like 30 pages in. My time is running short here, but I wanted to say, did you see my new glasses? I finally got new glasses. One second. Anyway, I finally got new glasses after Willie, I don't know if I told you this, Willie accidentally broke my other pair by throwing a kid's ball at me. So anyway, I gotta go help this little girlie get back to sleep. But we will catch up tomorrow for the end of the week and see how much I read this week.
There's a man around the corner, he's been asking me for change, and I could use some. Think I could use some sometimes. All these things slow me down, like the concrete that's been sticking to the bottom of my shoes.
Okay everyone, it's actually Sunday. I did not film anything yesterday for this video because I was doing some book shopping. I did get some reading done, even though I did not film anything. I finished up Crazy Rich Asians, and this one was just okay for me. I enjoyed it and liked my time with the characters and wanted to see where they ended up, but it just wasn't my favorite, I guess. I gave it 3.5 stars, and I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the series or not. Let me know in the comments if it gets better, if you think I would enjoy the other 2 books more than this one, or if it's about the same. Let me know too, because I don't need to continue on in the series if it's gonna be like this. So I completed this one. I made very small progress in Catching Fire. I'm only on page like 36 or something. I lost my bookmark, but I'm reading this before bed, and I barely get anything read before I fall asleep because I'm reading it physically. And then overnight, last night, I did start a new audiobook because this was my audiobook. So I started The Bookwoman's Daughter, which is by Kim Michelle Richardson. This is the second or the sequel to The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek. And it's been a minute since I read that book, but I wanted to complete the series or the duology, and my mom had lent me this book, so it's going to get a book off of my borrowed shelves once I finish it, and a series off of my list of series that I'm in the middle of. I did not get far in this one either though. I got about 20 pages in listening to it overnight through the 2 feeds that I had with Sylvia in the middle of the night. I kind of failed, I feel like, in this vlog. I was almost going to give up and quit and not post this video, but the whole idea is how much do I realistically read, and I wanted it to be real and raw and for you to see what my life is like during the week. Granted, I didn't give you many lifestyle vlog clips, but it's hard to do with a newborn. So this was my first foray into vlogging with a newborn. I will get used to it as we get more and more used to having 3 kids in our house. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in another one very soon. Bye.